Welcome back to another episode of Off Script, and today we have a very special guest, fifth-generation Longhorn, pillar and leader of the Texas Longhorns defense, and potential future member of the exciting Whites in the NFL, Michael Taaffe. I appreciate you joining me, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you having me on. Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. So I want to address the elephant in the room off rip. The Cotton Bowl. We played each other, me and you, in January. I just want to kind of go over that. Dude, that was an unreal experience. Obviously, y'all lost, which sucked, yes. But, dude, the atmosphere, that was played in y'all's backyard, basically. Kind of talk me through that. Like, how was that for y'all?
Yeah, it was it was a fun game. Going into it, like, that was the coolest atmosphere I've probably been a part of since being at Texas, and just knowing that, your fans – are 80% of the stadium because it was so close to Texas. To Austin, and the Cotton Bowl has always been a special, bowl game that I've always wanted to be in, and it was fun. And the game was awesome. The game was super fun and competitive, and going against guys like Jeremiah and Will Howard, and a couple of those other receivers was really fun, and it makes it competitive. But at the end of the day, y'all clearly had the better team, and y'all showed that on that day.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And it was a crazy back and forth. And I will admit, dude, the run out when I think y'all ran out to like Hell's Bells by AC/DC. I audibly actually was like holy, like, dude, it was like y'all were intimidating. You had some real players out there. But yeah, dude, kind of talking more about you. So obviously this is your fifth year at Texas. Fifth-year senior. Was it always going to be Texas, like, out the rip for you, or did you know if you wanted to go somewhere else possibly, or kind of talk me through that?
Yeah, growing up, it was always Texas. Everything that I did was burnt orange, everything I wore, everything that I watched, everything that we were talking about was always burnt orange. And what is Texas doing this year? Who's the quarterback? Who's the defensive back? And everything was Texas until I actually got into the recruiting process, when it was all Texas for me, but it wasn't Texas on the other end. So it was a sad reality, but I was like, if I want to play football somewhere, I got to, check another route. And so I ended up committing to Rice University. I was planning on going to be an Owl down in Houston, Texas.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah.
I was ready for it, but Texas ended up giving me a call and said I had an opportunity to walk on, and without a doubt, I accepted it, and I'm so glad that I did it.
We're kind of talking more about you. You're a former walk-on, which we have in common there. And I always see it, I look at it as like a totem pole almost. So you start kind of at the bottom of the totem pole and work your way up. Can you kind of talk about your Texas journey? Because as you know, as I know, the walk-on, the life of a walk-on, it's hard, man. Like, you wake up and you're basically like a glorified tackling dummy when you first get there. And then you got to earn your teammates' respect and, work your way up through kind of the hierarchy of the team. Just talk me through that. And now being a team captain, a leader of this defense, dude, you have an unreal journey. Talk me through that. It's incredible.
Well, I appreciate it first and foremost. But I think the hardest thing for me, and I don't know if you agree with this at all, but is the mental side.
Yeah,
like when
sure.
Your coach walks by you in the hallway and he only knows your number. He doesn't really even remember your name. It's like, I'm more than number 36, And so, I think the mental side was a little bit difficult for me, but I just knew if I just kept putting one foot in front of the other and just keep competing with the guys in front of me, and every single day, if I could just beat them in something, whether it was nutrition or, winning this rep or having more tackles, even though a lot of the stuff didn't really matter, like, to me, it mattered. And I think that's where I had my competitive.
I agree with that, man. Yeah, I even took it like far enough. Like, I'd win on those like urine tests, and I wanted to be hydrated as possible. And if I had my like name up in the thing, I'd be like, yes, I won, yes.
Yeah, right.
But no, I totally agree with that. But moving on a little bit further, so obviously your career's been pretty successful, I'd say. What has been your favorite experience at Texas so far, would you say?
Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer, but when I got put on scholarship by Coach Sark, it was a cool moment. Sure, financially it was, helpful, and I didn't have to find a way to helped my parents out paying for my college. But the coolest thing about it was seeing my teammates. Like when I go back and watch that video, all the love that my teammates have for me, like that just brings me so much joy because I know that if I go to work every day for my teammates, then all this is worth it. Everything that we do, the grind, everything that goes into this, goes into a 12-game regular game season. It's all worth it if my teammates love me, and that was so cool.
What about your most fond playing moment? What would you say is your most fond playing moment?
Yeah, winning in Cal Field against Texas A&M last year. First game back in 13 years. So the rivalry was back, and being able to have an interception in that game, I was like, dude, I'm literally living my 5-year-old dream. So it was really cool.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. And we talked about this a little bit before, but you share a number with him, obviously. Talk about your relationship with Arch and how he's kind of grown from being this backup figure the past year or so to now being the guy at the helm and hopefully going into week one into Columbus and winning. Can you kind of talk about your relationship with him?
Yeah, we became best friends the second that we met just because we have such a similar mindset on everything, whether it's, the social life, football aspect, morally, how we treat people. We're so similar. But the best thing about Arch is he never really prepared as a backup. In his mind, he's been a starter, how he prepares every single day the second that he stepped on campus. And so that really helps when you're preparing like the starter. Now then when you get into that transition, nothing changes, and that's been the best thing for him.
Yeah, dude. Well, we'd love to have him on the show. So if you had a good time on here, talk it up and get him on here a couple of weeks. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll say a good word for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. But moving on, I kind of want to get away from ball. I want to just kind of talk about you. So like off day, which is rare in this line of work, playing, but like off day, what is your like go-to just chilling? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, if we're totally off, which doesn't really happen in the fall season.
I know. Yeah.
If we're totally off, I love to do something with my friends in the morning. Go to a brunch or something. Try to get a workout in just to get a sweat. But big time, maybe go get a nice lunch. But big time, especially in the Austin heat right now, big time sunset golfer.
Oh.
It's always the best when the sun starts to go down a little bit because right now it's triple digits in Austin, Texas, heat-wise. And so when you can get away from the sun and you watch the sunset and, you're playing 18 right at sunset, it's the best feeling ever. So sunset golf is my off day.
That's good, man. It's almost therapeutic, too. I also read you're a big lake guy, too. What do you do on the lake? Are you a surfer?
Yeah, huge lake guy, huge wake surfer.
You do?
So
okay.
Anytime I get a chance to go out on the lake, I'm always, let's do it. It's so fun out there.
Can you do tricks too, or just
like we've tried to mostly shredding, but
yeah.
We tried to do some 360s. It's worked a couple of times, but I don't always have it in the bag every time.
I'm right there with you. And then all of a sudden your foot clips on the water, smack your head on the water. It hurts, man. It hurts, but it's fun. I love it too. You mentioned brunch and food. I wanted to talk. I have some friends that went to college in Texas, and they've been talking it up all the time. I want to talk about Texas barbecue real quick. I'm a big barbecue guy. Is it worth the hype? Because I'll probably be going there all throughout this upcoming season. I want to hear it from you. And whatever thing or restaurant you say, by the way, they're going to automatically get this like a surge of clientele. So where would you recommend I go? And is it worth the hype?
Yeah, the original Terry Black's is hard to beat. It's usually packed there. So you got to go at a random time where not everybody's there. But the original Terry Black's, it's worth the hype. And it's just, it's fun when you're cooking in-house and it just smells like a barbecue house. Like it's a part of the environment, So the Texas barbecue definitely worth the hype.
What's your go-to like spread there? You get like a brisket sandwich or something, or?
Yeah, I'm a huge brisket sandwich guy, we agree there. But I love the baby back ribs also.
Okay, and I love a little like Alabama white sauce. You throw that on there.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Ball.
So
Ball.
Yeah, thank you. See, I know. And then I wanted your thoughts, just because it's such a big chain down there. Waterburger. We went down there, so we played in the Cotton Bowl in 23, and then obviously last year. And that was like my first time. The first we played Missouri in the Cotton Bowl, which, by the way, a terrible game. It was like 13-3. But besides the point. The point is, at the first time I had Waterburger was there, and I was like, is it worth the hype? I don't know. Like, would I rather have In-N-Out? Possibly. I just wanted your thought. Like, do you think it's that? Like, how often do you have it? Do you think it's that good?
I'm not a huge Waterburger guy.
Wow.
So, yeah, not a huge Waterburger guy. Everybody loves it. So,
Yeah,
I guess
it
it is worth the hype. Like, high school, whenever we'd win on Friday nights, we'd always go to Waterburger. But
yeah,
I've never been a huge Waterburger guy. I'm a big Sonic guy. Shout out Sonic.
that actually, I'm going right into my next question. Yeah,
there we go.
I saw your Sonic NIL commercial. That was incredible.
Pretty funny.
You're a pretty good actor, I will say. You had the especially with Terry Crews there, you got to show out, which I feel like you did. But yeah, no, talk me through that. How was that experience?
It was awesome. Terry Crews definitely helped me out a little bit in the acting world, but it was like super cool. We didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into, but when we saw Terry Crews, and he was such a normal guy, like it was super funny, and he was just, it was so cool to see how him go from like super serious to laughing and giggling. It was awesome.
That's awesome, dude. All right, well, switching gears here, and this is my final topic. I want to talk week 1 at OSU. What is kind of your mindset going into that? Obviously, very hostile environment, I can tell you firsthand. What is your mindset going into that, and how's this defense looking forward to kind of trying to stop this offense?
Yeah, obviously everything starts with stopping the run. I think you can lose sight in that because you see what's outside and all the threats that Ohio State has. And then obviously their quarterback is a great quarterback too. So you don't want to lose sight of stopping the run, because if you can't stop the run, then you're never going to stop the pass. But first and foremost, stopping the run. The second thing is trying to take away the vertical threat. If we can help them, or if we can get to where they're dinking and dunking and having to earn every yard they get, instead of Jeremiah taking it off the top for 75 yards, we're trying to eliminate that. And so if we can stop the run and stop the vertical pass, and then control the turnover margin, then I think it'll be a good day for us.
Oh, good, man. I'm really excited to watch you guys week 1. I think you'll absolutely love that environment, dude. It's so fun to play in. But moving on here, also, I want to talk overall goals for the season. What big things would you say you want to get done this season as a team?
Yeah, I came back to win the SEC and win a national championship. So obviously taking it day by day right now, but that's the whole reason I came back. There were so many pros and cons on NFL or coming back, and the one that sealed the deal was, you want to come back to be a legend, you got to go win.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it, man. And then last thing, one thing I feel like you missed in there was beating Oklahoma, and obviously you've done it a lot. And I don't really know too much about the rivalry. I just kind of, because I'm Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah.
Top tier rivalry, and it's definitely approaching that, I'd say. But can you kind of give me like the inside hatred, the inside scoop of that kind of the Oklahoma rivalry?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's something about it that you don't know these guys. Like, they're in the transfer world, you don't really know they came from Washington State or they came from somewhere else. But the second that you step into that arena, it's like game on, flip a switch, and no more smiles, no more laughs. It's time to go send a message. So it's a great rivalry, and everything that goes on in Dallas that weekend is super fun.
Well, yeah, dude, I'll probably be there this year, so I'm excited to watch that. But I really appreciate you coming on, talking a little ball, talking a little food with me. It means a lot. But hey, man, have a hell of a season. I'm excited to watch you week 1. I'll have to see you before, like pregame, dap you up or something. But I'm excited to watch you, man. Good luck.
Sir, appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. I'll see you.
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em. Yeah. That's a throwback right there.
Which one is you?
Bottom left. I'm left.
Bottom left. Love it. Yeah, well, there we go.
How about that? Yeah. I think that was Alabama, Texas, 2009.
Oh, there we go.
I was there, yeah. Dude, yeah, how about that? Damn, that's
bottom left.
I wouldn't have expected that. I'm getting all red faced now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They brought that out of the rafters right there. That's awesome.
That's crazy. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you, man.
Appreciate you.